Well, hello and welcome to my channel. If you've seen any of my past videos, you may know that I love doing an Oscar Awards viewing party. And I've been wanting for a long time now to do an Art Deco, Great Gatsby inspired kind of party. But then I thought, what about if I broaden the concept even further, and how about an Old Hollywood theme party, meaning that I could cover the 20s, the 30s, and the 40s, that golden age of Hollywood. So, as always, I started by doing some online research to find inspiration, keeping in mind, as always, that I wanted to buy as little as possible and try to DIY or repurpose items I already have and have used in previous parties. As I looked through images, I saw several elements that were very prevalent during this era, such as the use of black paired with metallics such as gold and silver, as well as the use of feathers and pearls in all sorts of ways. I was also drawn to the idea of using a balloon arch as a way to welcome my guests and to use also as a photo backdrop. I also looked at past pictures of my parties to remind myself of what I have and how I could use it once again. Of course, I also had to research outfit ideas for myself and what accessories I could use to give me that glam look using a dress I already had. With all of this in mind, I put together a mood board to start organizing my ideas and to understand what kind of projects I would have for each of the areas of my home. So here it is, party time. Let me share with you what I ended up doing to get that old Hollywood glamour vibe. Starting with my paparazzi, which I've used in previous Oscar parties. These are vinyl figures that I mounted on foam core boards so they could stand up. This time I cut a hole where their cameras are supposed to be, and I added an old set of randomly flashing lights that I had bought for Halloween years ago. I also added some camera frames painted in black and gold that came from Dollar Tree. I also like to get all my plants and put them all around the cardboard figures to help them stay upright, but also to look like they're hiding in the bushes. Next up, you'll see my red carpet and stanchions that lead up to my balloon arch, which I mounted on an old garden arch that I've had for many years and I've used for many projects in the past. The stanchions I made many years ago and I fixed them up a bit 2 years ago. If you want to know how I did them, check out the video in the description below. 2 years ago, my Oscar party theme was the Chinese Hollywood Theater, where the stars set their handprints on cement. Well, I had all my guests dip their hands in paint and set them on this black paper. I saved those handprints and I decided to use them on the floor this year, guiding my guests to the family room. After all the guests had arrived, we had a photo session with everybody getting their picture taken at the balloon arch. Even though I knew we were not going to spend much time in the dining room, I still wanted to look good, since it is one of the first things you see when you come in through the front door. So, I tried to recreate the pearl chandelier idea I had found online. I bought 2 spools of pearls, one white, one silver, and did my best to artistically drape it all around the chandelier. I also added a few florals as well as some of my own pearl necklaces. And of course, I couldn't leave the table without some kind of centerpiece, so I created a silk flower arrangement using mostly white flowers I already had, plus a few white roses and wisteria branches that I bought at Walmart. Once to the balloon arch, guests would encounter the entry table where they had placed their clipboard loaded with the 3 games we will be playing throughout the night. I decorated the table with the tall floral and feather arrangement that I had made on a candlestick I already had. We would be playing Oscar Bingo, guessing who would win, the Oscar ballot, and finally, guess who is the old Hollywood star from the multiple photos I had placed on the adjacent wall. And since the bathroom was so close to where all the action would be taking place, of course I had to do a few things there as well. I made another feather floral white arrangement and placed a few more Hollywood star photos. as well as Art Deco posters that I printed inexpensively as black and white architectural prints. And finally, we get to the food part. I try to make it easy on myself this time around by offering heavy appetizers and finger foods, things that my guests could easily eat while watching the show. I made some deviled eggs, kind of an old-fashioned appetizer to fit the theme, but the rest was a collection of things that I only needed to heat and serve, which made my life so much easier. At the bar, I offered an assortment of alcoholic and non-alcoholic drinks, as well as some Boom Chica popcorn in my cute tuxedo popcorn cups that I made a few years back. I decorated with some glass and mirror pieces that I had, including my glass bowl where I floated some candles and some white roses. Also used some of my Oscar decor from past years, like the small Oscar statues and the Walk of Fame stars, all set up on a gold glitter runner. Finally, for the main room where most of the action would be taking place, my family room, aka the theater, at least for today, I added some black and gold tablecloths on the coffee and side table, and some more candles and Hollywood decor to help set the mood. For the TV, I created a gold frame made out of simple 1x3 pine boards, and with some scrap wood, scrap trim, and fairy lights I already had, I created the simple marquee above the TV. I installed the whiteboard with command hooks so it can be easily removed. The lettering I just printed on plain paper in my printer and taped it on the whiteboard. So there you have it, my 2025 Old Hollywood Glamour Oscars party. I hope you enjoyed taking this little trip down to Hollywoodland, where we can take a break from all that is going on in the world and have a little fun. Please comment below if you have any questions or comments, and I'll see you next time.